I just bought this mic stand for 20 quid off some fella down the front, and now I'm going to smash it into fucking pieces. Let's have a fucking riot, boys and girls. Front and back. Oh, shit!
There's never a night when we're going through the motions, do you know what I mean? If that night ever comes, that'll be the end of the band, like. We've only ever written music that we wanted to hear, do you know what I mean? So it was honest and it was real and we could play it passionately, like, every night. At the very beginning, we were so desperate to get our point across, which was that we're not happy with the state of music and we're not happy with what's going on. So we did whatever means necessary to make people pay attention. And that was the first thing, is like, we didn't really care whether they liked us or not. In fact, that was the whole point. If you either despise us or you fucking love us and you want us every day, like.
Frank and I wanted to start a band for a very long time, and it took a long time for us to actually get active about the situation, and we didn't really have anything in mind, like what kind of style or anything. We just wanted to start a band that would kind of, like, you know, change the way people think, or at least like test like people's kind of perceptions of what music is.
Our sound's quite like definitive. You can listen to a Gallows track and you know it's by us, and there's not many bands you can really compare it to. I mean, there's a couple of bands knocking around that our name gets like thrown among, but we still stand out on our own.
Totally.
So.
A lot of bands get together and think, oh, we want to sound like Nirvana, or we want to sound like J.R. Ewing, whatever, you know. Both of those bands are influences on us, but we don't want to sound like them. Do you know what I mean?
We could play it passionately, like, every night with the same amount of conviction as when we wrote the track. So, like, when people see that live, like, they can appreciate that and they can, like, feel that on a separate level. Every show is different. Our live shows have been, it's sort of an institution for us. It's like it's no less than, like, you go hard or like go home. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the only way we've ever played. All we know is to play like hard and fast and smash the shit out of each other. Anything we can get our hands on, the crowd, like the venue, because that will make the most firm impression in someone's mind, and they'll get something. They'll take something back from like a Gallows show.
My new guitar must be cursed, because in the first song, kind of swung it around and clouted Steph around the head and knocked him out cold for like the first song, and he was pissing blood everywhere and I had to go to hospital to get 5 stitches. So it was an eventful evening.
I've got 5 behind my ear. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Lyrically influenced by just every stuff that happens day to day to everyone, you know. Like, you don't have to be anyone special to like understand and like appreciate the levels on the same level we do, because I write about things that happen to everybody. Musically influenced by everything, really, from like power rock through to like Scandinavian hardcore, through to like math metal, tech, pop, prog rock, jazz. I mean, we've got such an eclectic taste of music. You know, we were pushed out of every scene at the beginning. We were never accepted anywhere, so that's why we played such a mixture of shows. Like, we have cut our own niche because we don't care. We don't care who we play with. We play with Papa Roach, if they asked us to play with them at the Astoria. Don't care. Like, but then we'll play with a couple of hardcore bands at an all-dayer, because why not? Like, if they want us to go and play, we'll play.
This is for every person in here, okay? Shush, 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 shush. Thank you from the bottom of our fucking hearts. It means so much to come all this way. Wait. Simmer down, children. If it weren't for you motherfuckers, we'd be standing here playing on our own, and trust me, that ain't fucking fun. This song is dedicated to all of you. So here in the belly of the frog, so fucking cold, so fucking cold.
Yeah, we were out in Europe playing
Give It
a Name out there, and when we were fortunate enough to jump on a bunch of shows with Newfound Glory, who are lovely, lovely guys. They let us jump on one, and then they liked us so much that they asked us to do another one with them, and then we got to play with them at Cruise Rock in Belgium. Well, we've done 2 UK tours. We went out to the States. We're literally about to go and do another tour like in a couple of weeks. And we've done loads of one-offs, like a ton of one-offs. Pretty much every day we haven't been working on tours, we've been doing bits and pieces here, so. I got a 50-foot fucking lead for this tour. And it's been a lot of fucking fun. The girls' toilets in Birmingham was never the same. Because everyone's been fighting us from such an early like part of our career, we've learned very quickly that like you've got to get tight. If there's any trouble in your camp, like, it will all go to shit. We're all very individual, but like we can all rip on each other because we're brothers. Do you know what I mean? Like all of us, and it's like a healthy relationship, and it's good for like if people are missing home, you know that you can always like fight with each other, and it will be healthy, and it won't be like that detrimental. It's never that bad though. We're pretty good. Like we've got each other's backs.
It used to be really difficult when we used to drive around like a van that was like falling apart, or break down every show we'd play, and you know you've got no money, you got nowhere to stay, and you got to get home from work in the morning. Like back, you know, that was when the stress was like
grinds you down.
Yeah.
You're like, why am I going through this for like just for some like little kid on a message board to say Gallows suck?
Yeah.
The bullet from my Valentine tour was one of the defining moments in our career because it was such hard work. It was really long drives. We were in a Royal Mail postal van.
We did break down every show.
And the worst part was that there was no one clapping at any show. They were just spitting at us and calling it.
Throwing cans.
But that's you know, that just spurred us on even further. It just made us want to get to the next show and just to like try and win them over.
At the moment it's like a bad day in Chernobyl. There's no one around. It's fucking freezing.
A bad day in Chernobyl. There's 2 amazing jobs on this planet. One is being a tattooer and one is being in a band. So I really feel like I've done something right because I'm both. Do you know what I mean? I've loved tattoos from a really early age. Like I'll always love tattoos. I've got a couple of tattoos. And I'm gonna open my own shop one day, eventually. But like for now, just tattoo like Stuart and Steph, myself a little bit, and get these 2 pussies tattooed at some point when they eventually decide what they want.
Virgin skin.
Virgin skin.
I don't want you busting always something like that. If I about to buy you drink, something when I say it's all alcoholic. You good to be born, never mind.
Crowd interactions.
It's been going for ages. It's like back when Minor Threat and Black Flag were playing shows.
Back when people cared and they wanted to see something, a show had to be more than just the music, do you know what I mean? It had to be like an event. And they were just doing it for themselves, they didn't care, so they'd go out and they'd have to make people listen, do you know? They were so like passionate about what they wanted and what they had to say that they'd just stick it down people's throats. And we're exactly the same, and do you know what I mean? Like I don't believe anyone should be put on a pedestal. And so like, the crowd interaction is just like, it's one way of breaking that whole thing down. To drag the show into the crowd, like, people really appreciate that, like, and they enjoy it, and they like the fact that you're interacting, and like, I love seeing people sing the lyrics back to me, do you know what I mean? There's no better feeling than that. That 100 Club show was like, everyone that was there will always remember it, I think, because it was just insane. We had to buy our own tickets off touts outside. It was just like the perfect punk rock show, do you know what I mean? Like, totally ridiculous, totally out of control. and everyone will always remember it for forever. Hopefully, like it was one of the best shows we've ever played.